We're back. Let's talk to this lady. She's the director, apparently. Meaning, all hell's broken loose. Yeah, I had this on pause for a little while because,
Seem to understand. We're highly untrained police officers.
Got that right.
Look, hats off for dedication, guys, but I'm just not buying the police act.
I feel so invalidated.
We're looking for Myra Stump, the darling hawk of...
Do not mention that name in my presence.
Uh-oh.
Which name? Myra or Stump?
Both.
Either and or both.
Yeah.
What's your beef with Myra?
Let's just say Myra and I have creative differences. I'm creative, and she isn't.
I like her. I like the director.
I'm sorry, what was your question?
You and Myra. Why the hate?
Look, Myra runs her show her way, and I run every other show my way. If she doesn't want me on her set, I could care less.
You mean you couldn't care less. If you could care less, then you do care some, which doesn't really...
No, I was right. I could care less, because I care even less about what you're saying right now.
Oh, burn!
Go ahead, knucklehead.
We'll see what she's...
What are you doing here, anyhow?
What am I doing here? I'm holding auditions for Midtown Cowboys. What are you doing here?
Midtown Cowboys? The critically panned but publicly adored sitcom about two cattle ranchers trying to make it in Midtown Manhattan?
Yes, well summarized.
You're hiring extras?
No, I'm hiring the stars. The two main characters went on Myra a couple days ago, and I haven't heard from them since. I need replacements ASAP.
Sam, did you hear that? If we can pass one lousy audition, sitcom stardom will finally be ours!
Rocketing to fame for the most insubstantial of reasons. That truly is the American dream. We'd like to apply for that instant stardom you promised?
You want to audition? Well, if there were anybody else here, I'd tell you to forget it, but okay.
All right! What do we do?
I'm going to have you play a scene from Old Yeller. Tell me you've seen it.
I'm not into horror movies.
It's the classic boy gets dog gets rabies, boy shoots dog story. Max, I want you to play the boy.
Yes! Boy, that is so me.
And Sam, you play the dog.
Oh.
Okay, Sam, ready? I need you to act like you've got full-blown
Let's see if
rabies.
I remember how to do this.
Understand?
What's my motivation?
You're a mad dog. Now, show me rabbit.
Errr.
No, dig deep. You should be just frothing mad.
Remember when I said we needed that shaving cream episode back? What does shaving cream do? That!
Brilliant. Now that's what I call diseased.
Thank you. Thank you. First off, I'd
Oh,
like to
for the
thank
love
all
of-
the little people who...
Zip it. Okay, Max. I've just realized your dog is walking death, and you'll have to put him down for the good of society.
Really?
You're sad. You're despondent. You're grief-stricken.
Slight problem, that is not Max!
Boo-hoo?
You call that emotion? I've seen Myra show more emotion, and she ought to be declared a national Botox reserve. Grief, I said. Give me grief.
Let's do this.
Perfect. Now, the fateful moment has arrived. Despite your immense grief, you must put your beloved companion out of his misery.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Idiot. What demonic force possessed you to do that?
The demonic force called acting, Sam. You should try it sometime.
Good thing I had my anti-hypnosis helmet built into my hat, or I'd have one too many holes in the head.
Bravo. Bravo! Such realism. Such authenticity. I was convinced you were actually shooting him.
was!
Did you do the sound effects?
You don't want to know.
The search for the Midtown Cowboys is over. You're hired. Head to the set next door and we can begin filming immediately.
Let's hurry, Sam. We only have 14 minutes and 55 seconds of fame left.
Yeah, I like the director because she kind of does not like Myra because of what Myra did. So yeah, we're now sitcom stars. How'd that work? In case you forgot from the last episode, Myra has basically a bunch of hostages. I'm guessing that's really messing with the rest of the studio since every star is not there. So, we're gonna have to really stop Myra somehow. Problem is, we have to get on Myra's set. I wonder where they sell tickets for the show.
Alright, people, let's get the stage set up. Celebrity host will be here any minute. Oh, right. The crew's working on myra. Stupid, no talent, fat face.
I feel the same way about Oprah, lady. I feel the same way about Oprah.
Weren't you just...
I think she just defied the laws of physics.
Sorry, you'd be amazed how many times a day I have to do that. Things tend to be hectic here.
Doesn't bother us a bit. Sam and Max, consummate professional actors, reporting for duty.
You said duty, Sam.
I knew you guys were right for this show.
Speaking of which, could you perhaps explain the show a bit?
Okay, here's the drill. On Midtown Cowboys, you play a pair of cattle ranchers trying to raise a herd in an apartment in Manhattan.
My Uncle Ernie did that, except it was pigs, and not in an apartment.
I only see one cow.
It's a small herd. You're struggling, okay?
Makes
Okay.
sense.
You've got this landlord, Mr. Featherly, who has a very strict no cows policy.
Devilishly inconvenient.
I begin to see from whence the hilarity sprouts.
Yes, Featherly is always barging in, and you try to hide the fact that you have a cow in the apartment. Lots of sight gags, usually something gross winds up happening. Simple enough?
Great. Where's the script?
Well, there's a slight hitch. The cow ate most of the script, so you're going to have to ad-lib the show.
Ad-lib?
I thought it was a cow,
Make it
not
up
a
as you go.
goat!
Improvise.
Well, I guess our regular life has given us plenty of practice.
Don't worry, you'll be working with Philo Pennyworth, who plays Featherly. He's a brilliant actor, classically trained, Globe Theater and all that. Just set him up to do something funny, and he'll handle it from there.
Check. Anything else?
Actually, yes. We did save one line from the script, and it's really important to work it in, because it's the product placement that pays for the whole show. One of you will have to say the line.
Me, pick me!
All right, Max, your line is this. Better get the serious toothpaste.
I like it already.
Okay, so pretty much we're gonna have to improvise a show because the cow ate about 99% of the script, and the 1% that got saved is Max's line for the product placement, which is, I guess, for a toothpaste called Serious Toothpaste. Ladies and gentlemen, acting. In case you didn't get all that. So, let's start taping.
We're as ready as we're ever going to be. Let's start taping the show.
Okay, now remember, your landlord's at the door, and you don't want him to know you've got a cow in there. Ready? Action!
Midtown Cowboys.
Open up in there! I know you're
Let
hiding
there
a
be light.
cow.
Grab the plate.
Hey!
Goodness, who left this lying here?
Open up! Open up in there! I know you're hiding a cow. Hey!
There we go. Life of the party.
Oh man, it's too quick.
Aha! I know you got a... Well, who's your guest, boys?
This is the French chef we hired to satisfy our inexplicable, insatiable craving for omelets and duck a la lamb.
And frog's legs. I like mine extra crispy.
Oh, a French chef, eh? I love French bread and French fries.
I think I screwed this
I
up
went to
some.
Gay Paris one time myself, you know. It was back in my army days. Say, what's this? I'm sorry, what was that you said?
He said moo goo gai pan. It's a French dish the chef has just made.
Oh, super! I'll try some of that. Where's the plate?
Whew.
I can't help but feel this is all terribly wrong somehow.
Interesting.
That's one word for it.
There's a familiar flavor. Fennel, maybe?
Kentucky bluegrass, I think.
I guess you could cook with that.
This moo whatever stuff is really good. What's it called in English?
Cow pie.
Really? Well, that's funny. It sounds just like...
Now? Better get the serious toothpaste.
Seriously.
That was comic gold. The network is going to love it.
Naturally. I'll be in my dressing room refreshing my muse. Don't call me for at least an hour.
Nice work, you guys. Here's a clip for your reel.
Thanks.
Let's get the set back the way it was.
If you screw up, she says that as if she's, like, annoyed. But now we have basically free reign of the studio. So we had to do that. And, yeah. You know, the sad thing is that actually probably would be a sitcom somebody would have done at some point in the history of the universe. Big apartment, though, if they're able to fit a cow. Although the cow's probably fucking miserable.
Hello again.
Hi.
Okay, here is the embarrassing idol door, the game show door, and the cooking show door. Let's check out the cooking show door. Cooking without looking. Things you should not do. She teleported!
What's the story with this show?
Cooking Without Looking? It's a cooking show aimed at Motorhead bachelors who have never seen the inside of a grocery store.
Is there a big demand for that?
You'd be amazed.
Probably is.
Where's the host? Is he in watching the Myra show?
No, he's one of the few who isn't. He got food poisoning while he was taping last week's show. Right in the middle, in fact.
Was it gruesome?
Yes, and unfortunately, this show goes out live.
Can we get a tape of the show?
This one? No, it's broadcast live. We don't tape it.
How do you do that teleportation trick where you're always everywhere ahead of us?
Trade secret, honey.
How do you keep it so clean in here?
The complete absence of anything resembling food is helpful.
That's a good point.
Aren't there fruits or vegetables of any sort around here?
Just the crew. Ha! I never get tired of that one. Okay, actually, no. We strive for realism, and the average bachelor kitchen doesn't contain any natural plant life except mold.
I have a friend who could attest to that.
See ya.
Probably.
So, let's give it a shot.
That's quite an assortment.
They must have scoured every toxic waste dump in the state.
Welcome to Cooking Without Looking, the cooking show for the typical bachelor kitchen, containing no fruits, vegetables, or healthy ingredients of any sort. The show where we take a random assortment of condiments and barely edible items and create a meal within minutes. Filling in for Chuck Flagon this week, these guys.
Hi!
Just go with it.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Sam. It's great to be here.
Not you, Buckethead. The audience.
Oh, greetings, worshipful fans. Remember, the only reason I'm on TV is because I'm better than you.
We've got some furious cooking to do, so let's get right to it.
What are we making, Sam?
should I make? Be funny to say a chilled summer foie gras soup with goat yogurt. But I don't think any bachelor would know what the fuck foie gras is. If you don't know what it is, it's duck liver. Or goose liver, actually. We could make a cake or a casserole. So let's have a little fun.
A bunch of gunk in a dish. We'll just get some ingredients from the ingredient rack and add it to what we professionals call the yummying hod.
Isn't that a pot?
Max, we both know a pot is what you and I fight over when we play poker. This is the yummying hod.
Let's see, what should we add? Squid?
A fistful of squid tentacles.
Ooh, that's my favorite Western.
Let's go some lard.
Don't skimp on the lard.
That's right. If you take the lard out of lard ass, all you have is ass.
Well said, Max.
Thank you. Some MSG?
Every chef has a signature ingredient that no one has ever heard of or used. Mine's MSG.
If you put in enough that you feel a burning sensation in the back of the neck, forearms, and chest, you're just about there.
Oh dear.
Make sure to include red dye number 2.
If there's not at least some possibility of malignant tumors, it's not real bachelor cooking.
Let's see. What else should I add? Wombat excretions?
A pinch or 2 of wombat secretions.
Make sure they're lightly damp to the touch. The wombats, not the secretions.
Dried dingo.
Want to crush up some dried dingo kidneys.
Come on, bachelors. You know you have them. Look under the sofa cushions.
Oh god. This is gonna be really ridiculous. We get to go through all the ingredients. Let's see, asbestos?
Of course, who could forget the asbestos sprinkles?
This stuff isn't just for school lunches. Real kitchens use it too.
Monk
Every
paste?
meal has to include some of the standards, like monk paste.
Don't forget that saying. Monk paste for the taste. Pope vest for the zest.
Okay.
Can we say enough about roofing tile shards?
No.
Obviously we can.
Pink
A dash
mink
of pink
oil?
mink oil is a must.
Nothing says I last ate real food in the 80s like the inclusion of something pink.
I'm siding with Max
Of course,
on that
it
one.
wouldn't be real bachelor cooking without tweed.
Bachelors, here's a tip. Tweed isn't just for cooking. It also makes a great toupee.
What are these bachelors eating and how are they still alive?
No more than a dash of uranium pellets.
That's something my husband would
They
like.
also go great in Chex Mix.
No, they don't!
Of course, you're going to want a few dashes of hair gel.
Don't worry, bachelors. As long as you use it only for cooking, no one will think you less of a man.
You want to use the sulfuric acid sparingly. It can easily overwhelm the other ingredients.
And the pot.
And your taste buds, and your esophagus.
That too.
A handful or 2 of buffalo chips.
You really can't add too many buffalo chips.
I think that's everything. And cook it.
Now, do we broil it, Sam?
Right you are, little buddy. Into the oven it goes.
I think I dumped
it's the magic of TV cooking show time. Ta-da! You've successfully perverted the laws of God and
That thing's gonna come alive,
Oh,
isn't
boy.
it?
Let's take it with us.
Okay. Flat out here, that's just a demo of what each of the things says and what we're doing. We are actually going to need to do this, but I don't want to do it until you know what we need it for yet. Oops, did I just click outside the screen? So, let's go back to the HUD, aka the sitcom. And yeah, we're going to be bouncing back and forth a little bit, but the fact that we have free reign is rather useful. So let's check out the game show. You might be able to win a little bit of money here.
Look, Max, there's the door to Myra's set. Let's get in there and liberate her literally captive audience.
Sam, forget the hostages. There's somebody famous. It's Hugh Bliss.
Who, Bliss?
No, Hugh Bliss. Inventor of prismatology? Help millions unlock the power of their personal color spectrums?
Right. The stage magician turned happiness guru. Like we didn't have enough of those already.
I want to meet him.
Fine. But if he magically pulls another rainbow butterfly out of somebody's ear, I'm leaving.
Hi, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
No shit!
Yeah, we know.
And you are Sam and Max, freelance police.
How do you know?
Do you believe in magic? 'Cause I do.
I'm going to be sick.
So, Hugh Bliss, what brings you to WARP?
I too am here to meet Myra.
How do you know we came for Myra?
Oh, don't you see? I can read your mind.
Read mine!
The resident doubting Thomas of this crime-fighting duo, I consider it my civic duty to say, prove it.
Okay, think of something, anything. Pennies on the eyes of a dead mime.
Well?
I must have been silently mouthing the words.
Really? Think of something else. Hugh Bliss is a big fat charlatan.
Was he right?
Big deal. Everyone thinks that.
Oh? Think of something else. 6,373,411.98.
Sam?
Lucky guess.
Was it? Think of something else. Enough of this ridiculous farce.
Stop it.
Do me! Do me!
Well, this is gonna be good.
Oh my. And that's unspeakably depraved.
Yeah, you got it! Wow, you're amazing.
Yeah, this guy's gonna be very annoying. And by the way, are you seeing something familiar with this prismatology stuff? Because I'm getting a bad vibe off of it myself. But that's just me. I could be totally wrong, could be totally innocent. Well, why do
What's your business with Myra?
I'm to be a guest on her show, silly.
Yeah, silly.
I'm spreading the word about my new book, Emetics, the Handbook for Multicolored Happiness. Take a copy when you leave.
Can you just give us the 10-word summary instead? We're on a pretty tight schedule.
10 words. Oh my. How about prismatology is the answer. Unicorns are pretty, and rainbows too. That's 10.
2 of those things had nothing to do with the fucking tea in China.
What's the story on this prismatology flapdoodle?
Prismatology is only the greatest intellectual, emotional, and spiritual revolution ever to grace this fair planet.
Thank goodness we have someone who can give an impartial assessment.
Shh. Tell us more.
Join Prismatology today, and you too can experience the magic of true bliss.
That goes against everything I've ever hoped for, and yet now I'm strangely attracted to the notion.
Snap out of it, little buddy. We've got a case to solve. Dazzle us with a feat of legerdemain, why don't you?
Okay, I'll show you the magic of prismatology in action. Pick a color, any color.
Ochre! Ochre! No, mauve! Burnt sienna!
How about a color I've heard of? Pick a color,
I guess
as
that would
long as
help.
it's red, green, or blue.
Yeah, I have to, like, kind of not fault him for that, because if you don't know what the fuck the color is, how are you going to turn into it? Okay, I'll give him that. So, if we tell him, say, red...
Red, Fred.
Ooh, I know what you're thinking. Is it real, or is it illusion?
It looks like he's sunburned.
I challenge you to change colors again.
Okay, pick a color, any color.
White's his default.
It's not easy being green.
Oh, but it is, with magic.
Say, Hugh Bliss, can we get a picture with you for our scrapbook of instantly forgettable memories?
Splendid idea. I wish I'd thought of it. Oh, and in fact, I did. Hence the camera. Now gather round.
But how will you take the picture?
By magic.
Or a timer.
Say, chocolate-covered puppies.
Chocolate-covered puppies.
So where's the picture, Magic Man?
Oh, my. I seem to have misplaced it. Check your pockets. Maybe I left it there.
One more time.
I challenge you to change colors again.
Okay, pick a color. Any color.
Red, white, and blue.
Do blue, Hugh.
Let's keep him that color. It looks like he's suffocating.
Sorry to interrupt your little joy fest, but I've got a situation here.
Never fear, pretty lady. Hugh Bliss is here.
Yeah. Anyway, our game show host went on Myra hours ago, and he still hasn't come out. Think you could fill in till he gets back?
Can a butterfly fly?
Yes.
Yes, it can. Oh, what do I do?
When a contestant comes to the podium, just read him a question from the card. Then, when he gets it wrong, insult him and tell him to get off the stage.
Oh, no. Prismatology teaches us to love everyone, no matter what.
Right, just read the cards.
Okay. I still love you.
I'm with her. I'm going to be sick. Let's try to actually get into where we're going.
It's polite to knock. You do know we're taping a show here.
Great day in the morning.
It's Myra Stump herself. Yourself.
Release
How
the
about letting your
hostages.
hostages go now. What do you say?
Hostages? They're my guests. You know, if there's one that fries my burger, it's the rampant victim culture in American media today. Oh, boo-hoo! Myra's audience all got luxury minivans. Now they have to worry about where they're going to park. Bah!
I know what you mean, Myra. It's like I'm always telling people, don't think of it as a bullet wound. Think of it as a transfusion opportunity.
Seriously, we're officers of the law, more or less, and we'll have to insist that you free the hostages.
Of course. Just as soon as the show's over.
And when is that exactly?
Oh, who can say? We still have so many gifting opportunities. I just found a year's supply of industrial-strength soap backstage. I think I'll give that away. Or else have a valuable lesson on curing potty mouth.
Can we come in and see the show?
Can you? Don't you mean...
May we come in and
It's
see
gonna
the
be
show?
annoying too.
That's much better. No, we're at full capacity. The only people getting in now are famous people who are appearing on the show.
May we appear as guests on your show?
I excel at talking about myself.
Are you famous?
Perhaps. In an internet petition, or there ought to be a law kind of way.
Not good enough. I'll need evidence of your explosive star power.
I blew up a public restroom last week.
That's not
I want
star
to see
power.
a copy of your recording contract, for one thing.
Well, what if we...
Recording contract and a clip from your hit TV show. You're not anybody these days if you don't act and sing.
Recording contract, TV clip.
Piece of cake.
No cake. I'm on a diet. But I will naturally need evidence of the latest juicy scandal you've been involved in.
We have to be scandalized?
Of course! What kind of show do you think this is?
Are you sure you want us to answer that?
Look, it's very simple. Show me a recording contract, a clip from your TV show, and some evidence of a scandal, and I'll squeeze you in.
Oh, is that all?
Here's
As
one.
it happens, we brought a clip of our wacky hit sitcom, Midtown Cowboys. We're the stars.
Well, I'm certainly impressed with how far standards for entertainment have fallen in this country.
Thanks.
But you're also going to need a recording contract and a nice juicy scandal to be a guest on my show.
Your eyes look a little spirally. Are you feeling all right?
Of course I am, sweetheart. By the way, when was the last time you brushed your teeth? And you should really be flossing.
You certainly sound like your normal self. But why are you keeping everybody in there?
I'm just doing what I always do. Slave and toil to put on the best show possible. It's just, after opening presents from well-wishers, I felt so compelled to make this show extra special.
I can't fault her generosity, but there's a fucking limit, lady.
Don't be alarmed, but I'm beginning to suspect that you might be hypnotized.
Don't be silly. Hypnotism is just an excuse people use today to abdicate responsibility. I hate how this country's become a bushel of Bill and Betty brainwashies.
Hypnotized or not, that sounds like Myra's patented blend of lovingly cutting criticism and charismatic know-it-allatry.
We'll finish this line of question. No, we'll finish it now.
Are you sure you're not hypnotized?
Of course not. I'm just inspired, and even more so than usual.
So Myra's full to capacity guest-wise. And to get on our show, we need to be famous. To be famous, we need a TV show, which we have and gave to her, because we did Midtown Cowboys. More to get... Plus, we also had, like, a live clip of the cooking on The Bachelor show, so to speak. Cooking without looking. But we need a recording contract. There is an Idol show there, so maybe like American Idol? And we need a scandal. Don't we know someone running a tabloid who needs a good cover photo? That I think we got. Next time we'll see if we can do it. Bye.